I teach because when you learn, you become a better person, always.
I get to see young minds blossom, grow, develop.
The ability to engage a student is the key to being a good teacher.
Using outdated materials such as textbooks makes that job much more difficult.
In textbooks, there's diagrams, but they're static. Something like a cell membrane is a fluid thing. It's always moving.
With U.S. history, they print a textbook and it's outdated almost the second that it's printed.
Textbooks are very expensive. They're usually $60 to $100 for different textbooks. So they're adopted for 5 years and then you're stuck with them.
They're extremely heavy, and if you have 3 or 4 in a backpack, it's a lot of weight, and so some students will simply just quit bringing textbooks to class.
There is no reason today to assume that kids have to use the same tools that they used in 1950. In fact, to do so is to prepare them for a world that's already passed.
Education has always been a big part of Apple's DNA. And that's because we really believe that technology can make a profound difference in the way that teachers teach and kids learn. And we now have the opportunity to change one of the cornerstones of education, the textbook. With the iPad, we're making textbooks so much more engaging. By adding audio, video, and interactivity, the content comes to life in ways that are just not possible on the printed page. The information is always up to date, and instead of carrying 30 pounds of books in a backpack, you just need one iPad. These new textbooks are going to allow students to do things they could never do before.
When we set out to bring textbooks to iPad, there were really 3 areas we focused on. We wanted to have really fast, fluid navigation. We wanted to have beautiful graphics. And we wanted to create a better, easier way to take notes and use those notes. When you integrate photography, video, audio, interactive objects, and keynote animations right into the page, the material becomes so much more immersive and compelling. And you can do things you just can't do with a static paper textbook. Taking notes is one of the key ways students learn. So we're introducing some amazing new ways to take notes on iPad. When you see something you're interested in, you just swipe over it and it's highlighted. When you want to add a note, you just tap on it and type. And when you're ready to use your notes, you have an elegant study card view. It's all automatically organized for you, so you just don't have to think about it.
Up to now, making interactive books for iPad has been difficult, so we wanted to make it easier. And this meant so much to us, we had to invent a way to do it. So we developed iBooks Author, an incredible new publishing tool for the Mac. It has Apple-designed templates that allow anyone to create a beautiful multi-touch book for the iPad. And we wanted to get it into the hands of as many people as possible, so we're making it available for free. We also launched the new textbook section of the iBook Store, and this will let publishers easily distribute the most up-to-date version of their textbook right to students. And students can open and read these textbooks right in the iBooks app. So now there's an easy way to create these books, an easy way to buy them, and an incredibly engaging way to experience them. And we're really excited because we think this is going to help students, teachers, and publishers.
Digitization of education is going to be the opportunity of the century. The textbook on the iPad is so much bigger, broader, and more dynamic because what it does is it brings the curriculum alive.
Now we are to the point where we need to have more 21st century materials. We need to engage children. We need to live in the world they live in. And Apple will be essential to that.
When you start talking about what the benefits of Apple and an educational company are, the power of that partnership is huge. It allows more people in more places to benefit from the capabilities that this will have.
Apple is a company that has a genius for engaging people You can do things with a digital textbook that you never could before. It will make students much more interested, and if it stimulates curiosity, you've got the spark for learning.
The Los Angeles Unified School District is the place that I have the privilege to work. I have a little over 1,000 schools and campuses, and I serve more than 750,000 youth, pre-K through 12. It's an amazing school district, and it has amazing stories of success and unbelievable stories of challenge. We had decided to adopt iPad technology as we were trying to provide ways for increasing student engagement. With these interactive textbooks, we're going to watch huge leaps in what's possible for students. They're phenomenally going to change the landscape of education. I think it will reignite the whole passion about why we came into teaching to begin with.
I have become a better person while I've taught. You can't help it. You become attached to your students. Answer all of these questions as you read. There are some students that no matter what you do, you just cannot reach them, and it's a very, very sad feeling. And as I add things to that, but whenever I see a student make a connection or have a realization of comprehension and the light bulb just clicks on, you know, I want to stand up and cheer. I think with the interactive textbooks on the iPad, that connection will be occurring on a regular basis. It will definitely change my students' lives for the better. It will create opportunities for them to learn in ways they've never been able to learn before. They're going to want to go to school. They're going to want to learn. Learning opens eyes, it opens minds, and it opens windows into places that you've never dreamed of before. And there's nothing else I can think of that's near as rewarding.